It was a big story in our small country. Several people that were obviously related, dead within a day, all from independent events. Police couldn't do anything but call it a freakish set of coincidences. My friend, who I will call Larry from now on, has a different explanation. See, Larry lived a good life. After graduating from university, he got a really good job at the biggest bank. He was only 22 years old and already moving up in the world. Combine his success with his good looks, his personality and intellect, and you'll get one hell of a catch. It was no wonder the women would chase him. You'd think he had many jealous enemies, but everyone seemed to love Larry. All in all, Larry was the man. Larry lived your typical bachelor life with wild weekends. Then, he met Linda. She was a perfect 10 in looks and she had an awesome personality. We all loved her. Larry fell for her. They dated only 3 months before he proposed with a $5,000 ring. Their wedding was wonderful. I was the best man along with his brother, Terry. Larry and Linda had a beautiful baby girl 9 months later. They named her Maya. Larry got a promotion at the bank and life just couldn't get any better. Then, he started changing. He was always looking tired, or even sad. He'd never tell me what was truly wrong. He'd tell me it was because he was working too much. He lied to my face. 3 months after Larry started changing, a night that will always be remembered in my country's history books happened. Within 24 hours, all in separate events, Larry was in a coma, his brother Terry, his father Rick, and Linda were dead. The story so far has been told from my perspective. Now, I'm about to tell you Larry's side. He was always afraid of death, but at this moment, it seemed like the best option. He always wondered how people could commit suicide. It was such a selfish act to him, so brutal, yet he was thinking about it. He was too afraid of putting the gun in his mouth though. He had heard that sometimes when you fire, you don't kill yourself and you end up either choking on your own blood or even worse, you end up living. He wouldn't want that. He wanted to shoot himself in the heart. He said he read it would hurt, but if he aimed properly, it would be over quickly. He was scared, but he wanted it all to end. All that stuff they say about life passing before your eyes is bullshit. The first thing you think of is survival. It's only natural. Police later said that Larry's gun had a strange kick when fired, causing his shot to deviate to the left and only slightly damage his heart. Larry fell into a coma almost immediately. At least, that's the official story. Larry begs to differ. He says that after the shot, all he felt was intense pain. Feeling a sudden fear of death, he thought about calling the ambulance, but decided to just suffer until the end. He waited for death to come get him. He was scared yet happy that someone had heard the shot. Because although he wanted to die, there was a part of him still pleading for life. Maybe, if his neighbors discover him, they could call 911 and save him. Then, he could work on his issues and fix it all.
Help me! Let me help you, Larry.
Help me! Call 911.
You won't be needing that, Larry. Get you nice and cozy.
For God's sake, call 911.
As I said, you won't be needing that, Larry.
What do you mean? I'm hurt. I'm dying.
Yes, you are.
But I don't have to die. Please, help.
Tell me, Larry, how much do you love your life?
I see now that I'm ready to live. I was stupid. Help me. For God's sake, man, I have a daughter. What is this? I need help.
You won't die just yet. I want to offer you a choice, Larry.
What are you talking about?
I want to play a game of chess with you.
But I'm dying, you sick bastard.
Oh, you'll live long enough to finish the game. Trust me. You said you wanted to live, and if that's true, I can help you. You are currently dying at a tremendous pace. I can stop that, at least temporarily. If you call the ambulance now, you'll be dead before they arrive. I am your only hope.
Who are you?
Irrelevant at this moment. Now here are the rules of the game. If you win, you live. If you lose, you die. You're already dead if you don't play.
Why wouldn't I play then? If I'm dead anyway.
Ah, there's a catch. Is that what you people say? There's a catch? Yes, well, there is a catch. For every figure you lose, someone you love dies.
I can't. I can't kill my loved ones.
Fine then. It's your choice.
Wait.
What was that?
I want to play.
Now that's what I thought. So, shall we begin?
Larry had the white figures. He had to make the first move. Imagine the pressure of playing in a chess competition. One wrong move and you're out. Now imagine the pressure of playing with your family's lives at stake. Unbearable.
Alright. Your father, how old is he?
Please, no. Just take me. I surrender.
It doesn't work that way, Larry. Your father, Rick, he's what, 55?
He's 56.
Good time to go.
Police say it was a natural death. Autopsy showed nothing other than a heart attack. Rick was watching late night TV, drinking his favorite brand of beer when his heart stopped beating. Mailman found him in the morning. He said that Rick had a surprised but satisfied look on his face.
Shall we proceed?
Larry tried his best. He played, strategized, calculated, all while feeling terrible pain in his chest. He wondered how he was still conscious, alive even. Then, he lost the queen. If you know anything about chess, that means that game is nearing its end.
A queen? This will have to be somebody more important, Larry.
Please, stop it. Stop it now.
Tell you what, this time you have a choice. Your brother Terry, or your wonderful wife Linda.
No. Please, no.
Don't make me choose for you, Larry. Terry or Linda.
I don't. I can't. Terry!
There now, that wasn't so hard.
According to the newspaper, Terry was driving his car, probably intoxicated, when it broke down near the railroad tracks. Apparently, he decided to walk the tracks to the nearest station and ask for help. It is believed that he fell over while the midnight train was coming. He tried to get out of the way as much as possible before impact, but the train severed the lower bottom of his body. News reports said Terry was alive for a few minutes before dying. They said he suffered. A homeless man who witnessed the whole incident says he could hear Terry plead with someone, but swears that there was nobody there. Larry didn't want to keep playing. He knew that even if he survived, he would have to live with the guilt of killing his own father and a brother. But he was afraid of the man. It was almost as if the man could read Larry's death wish.
You know, Larry, death has many faces. If you die, there are many places you can end up in. And if you quit now, I can guarantee you that your place won't be as pleasant.
I don't care. I want to die.
Let me tell you what happened to the last woman who quit. I sent her to my favorite place, I call it nowhere. See, Larry, there are environments worse than hell. Imagine floating in eternal dark, forever. There is no sound, no light, no ground. You're just floating, forever. Is that what you want?
Let's finish it.
Larry tried his best to regain a position in the game, but it was hard. He was trying to win, but he couldn't lose any more figures. Enough people had died already. Then, the man pulled a surprising move, taking out one more of his pawns and effectively ending the game.
Sorry, Larry. You lost. But I also took another figure. One more must die.
No, I lost. I'm dead, let me die. No need to take anyone else, please.
Sorry, deal's a deal. But who? Mother, she's already dead, so that only leaves us with your wife Linda or your lovely daughter Maya.
How do you make a choice like that? How do you justify it? You can't.
I can't do that.
Fine then, I'll choose. Maya, she's still young, and I'm not a monster despite of what you might think. So, Linda it is.
Please.
I'm sorry, Larry. I really am.
Evidence surrounding Linda's death is still unclear to the public. She was at her aunt's house in a nearby town. The next day, her aunt found her dead in a bed. She had a terrified look on her face, almost as if she saw something awful right before she died. The official cause of death was ruled to be a blood clot that went to her lung.
Well, Larry, what can I tell you? You're just like any other human being I've dealt with. Selfish. You killed 3 of the people closest to you. And now, you have to come with me. What the hell is wrong with you? You just killed most of your family, you lunatic.
Family, you say?
Yes?
You see, my dad, Rick, I haven't called him dad since I was 9. That's when he started come to my room, having playtime. And my other family, Linda, my wonderful wife. You know what I found out 3 months ago? Hold on, I do not know your name.
Just continue.
Never mind. Linda, yes. Linda started fucking around, my friend. She was a faithful bitch. I wasn't sure if I should take my or her life tonight.
Well, what about Terry, your brother? What about him?
Who do you think she was fucking?
You don't understand what you just did.
I don't care. Don't you understand? My life has no value now.
Well, Larry, goodbye.
The police came to tell Larry about his deceased family members and found him unconscious and in a very bad shape on the floor. Miraculously, he was still alive. Larry woke up out of coma 2 weeks later. He was greeted by an army of doctors, family, and media. He learned about the deaths of his loved ones, but he said he wasn't surprised. He said he caused it, but nobody really believes that. Larry is doing well these days. Maya is turning into a beautiful girl and he's getting his life back together. It's almost as if the tragedy never happened to Larry.